guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. It's time for Tuesday Talks. Tuesday Talks is a group that I started with my friend Janelle or Mrs. J. Rods Reads. Every Tuesday we discuss book-related topics, and I will link to that group in the description box below so you guys can go check that out. Today's subject is on what taboo subjects do you like to read about? There's a lot of taboo subject out there. Taboo mean those things that are unacceptable to talk about, to do, to participate in. And I think for the most part, a lot of times these taboo subjects we kind of walk into. We don't openly go out to read about them. And then there's those that we do. And I discovered this on a couple of them for myself. One of them that I like to read about is the stories about people, kids that were bullied, and how they rise to the top from that. I enjoy reading those kind of stories, mainly for seeking out the strength in others. And I think those books should really be put out there. Bullying is unacceptable. And I think that is a good subject to read about. Those I will openly go out, and read. Or abuse, those stories of women who've been abused and they come out. I like to read these stories. Yeah, they're painful, but I think that it can make us stronger as people too, reading them. The books that we kind of walk in on that we don't really necessarily want to read them. Now I know there's probably some people that do, and that for me that was Forbidden Love. I don't generally like to read like love stories and that kind of stuff, but there was a couple that I discovered quite by accident, and one of them was Chocolate Covered Forbidden Fruit by Trista Russell, and the other one was The Reader by Bernard Schlink. Both, young kids involved with somebody much older, and this one was a young girl who was just enthralled with the minister of their church. And this one was a young boy who started a relationship with a 30-year-old woman. But one thing that I discovered about these stories is that there is so much more to the story. And if we have an open mind, we can find these things, we can discover these things. And that's what I discovered with these two books. So I kind of walked in on them and discovered that they were actually written very well, and it opened my mind to much more than what the taboo subject puts out there. You find something that's unacceptable, and a lot of times our mind's like, oh, I can't read that. That is unacceptable. I can't read it. But if we do get past that and we do open our minds a little bit, we can discover there's so much more. I think we're probably missing so many good stories because of a taboo subject. And that's what was in these two books. Now, another one that I discovered, my daughter told me about, and it was one that I openly picked up because she told me she enjoyed it, and that was the 50 Shades book. This is the first one, and I do plan on reading the rest of the series. It's on bondage and that kind of stuff, and to a lot of people that is unacceptable lifestyle. And if you look past that part of the story, you can discover that this is really about relationships. It's really about trust and loyalty from one to the other. And you just kind of have to defog your mind, okay? Get the taboo part out and discover much more. I'm not going to say that it was a fantastic book. I think I rated it 3 stars. But the story that it tells is what grips you, not the taboo part. If we can get past that, then we are going to be open to so many more books that can have a good story. If you're not liking it, that's fine. The good thing about it is you can put the book up. You can get rid of the book or take it back to the library or whatever. And if we can get to that point, I think we will discover a lot more that we like to read. But like I said, a lot of the stuff we just walk in on, you know, and don't openly go out. And there's a lot of taboo subjects, a lot of things that are unacceptable to society. And we get that in our mind like, I can't read that because that's just unacceptable. We need to get past that part of it. And I think we can discover a lot more in books, and we can learn a lot more. And yeah, we could just have, I don't know, a fuller, richer life if we read more subjects with a more open mind. I guess that's really the point of my video today. What are some taboo subjects that you guys like to read about, or you have discovered and have enjoyed it, and why? What was it that drew you to it? Let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Thanks guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.